I hope you're here to talk about local government. I hope you are. If you're not, here's your chance to sneak out. I won't be personally offended if you leave. It's okay. My name is Peter Bunder, and my day job is to follow my wife, who is the executive director of Food Finders around town. That's probably my greatest claim to fame. Mrs. Bunder is a great person, and she's always on television. I am a Episcopal priest. My church is down that way, just on the other side of the high school. And I represent the 2nd District of the West Lafayette City Council. You are sitting in the 2nd District of West Lafayette City Council. And I'm also the president of the West Lafayette City Council. How I got this gig today.
Not because it's a church.
Not because it's a church, no. I didn't put my church clothes on. I'm going to say a little bit about the county, which I know only a little about, so that won't take long. And then I'll introduce city government to you. Your county government consists of those elected officials who are responsible for taxes, they are responsible for the jail, they are responsible for maintenance of roads that are outside the city limits. They do. They set up organizations which are responsible for the general administration of the county. So the Area Plan Commission reports to county government. Right. There is a solid waste district that is convened by county government. That's what county government does. Practically, they also are the conduit for state tax money coming back to these municipalities. They are the dispersing agent for tax dollars that are distributed to the cities. The whole of Tippecanoe County is 500 miles, and it is about 180, 190,000 people. That's who this is. I will not read you all the boards and commissions and committees. Here are the people who run the county. The assessor, there's a county assessor. He sets what you pay in taxes, what your real estate taxes are. Eric Grossman is his name, the auditor, Robert Langman. Clerk is Julie Roush. The coroner is Donna Advold. Pat Harrington is the prosecutor, the reporter, Shannon Withers. The sheriff, Bob Smith, the surveyor, Zach Beasley, and the treasurer. There are 3 commissioners, and it kind of sounds like the end of the Roman Empire, right? There are 3 guys who are the 3 people who are the executive branch of this government. Tracy Brown, Dave Byers, and Tom Murtaugh are there. What is the budget committee of the county government is the county council. Elias Celebrator famously won in the first district. Round winner, Kathy Brennan and the third, Lisa Bellum. Yay! You're on the website. John Dasher, Brian Metzger, Kevin Underwood are at large. That is county government. Just about as quickly as it can be done. You'd like to know what the hot topics are: repairing buildings on the fairgrounds, redoing the county fairgrounds, legal exchange program. The health department is run by the county government. How big a jail do we need? And what should be local income tax rates be between county? City council, I will say nothing about Lafayette because the structures are the same and the personalities may be known or unknown to you, but this is the one thing I can talk about with authority. West Lafayette. West Lafayette City Government is divided between the mayor and the council. Both cities run the same way. The city council holds legislative authority, makes laws, through ordinances, orders, resolutions, and motions. We take care of the money too. Most of the council's powers are outlined in something called Title 36 of the Indiana Code. There are 9 elected council members. That's a new thing. The city of West Lafayette annexed Purdue and territory to the west. And when they did that, they became larger than 40,000 people. When you are larger than 40,000 people, you become a Class 2 city. When you are a Class 2 city, you get additional representation and a council that is chaired by a council member. Right? Under the system that was a Class 3 city, the mayor ran meetings. Under Class 2, there's a council president who runs the meetings. There are 6 districts. If you'd like to see what they look like in living color, there's a map. There are, in the council today, 5 Democrats, 4 Republicans. The mayor, John Dennis, is a Republican, sort of. And I can explain that after this is all over. There are a variety of committees, commissions. I won't go through all of those. We hold meetings the first Monday of every month, and we are the following folk: in District 1, which is south of State Street in DeBoer; District 2, which is the west side of New Chauncey, me. District 3 is represented by Jonathan Jones, and that is all student district, from the Fuse to the island. If you don't know what the island is, it's University in Russell. Larry Levinson is District 4, I think Hills and Dales. Jerry Keene is University Farm. Norris Wang is the west side of town, 231, and the apartments and condos there are Steve Dietrich, David Sanders, and Gerald Thomas. One thing that you should know about city government, particularly in West Lafayette, is that the property taxes are capped at 1%. If you want to understand what is most troubling to anybody who runs any city government in the state of Indiana, it is property tax. Real estate, residential real estate is capped at 1%. 1%. This makes it nearly impossible to raise much in terms of tax revenue. So you have to do something creative. 2 creative things you could do. One, annex other parts of the county, which is what we've done most recently. Another way of doing that is to create tax increment financing districts. And this is the most confusing, but for West Lafayette, the most important part of our financial setup. Money flows into a redevelopment commission that then spends the money in 4 districts: Calvert, Sagamore, Levy Village, and then a giant one that's recently cut in half, the 231 district. Half of it is Purdue, half of it is the north side of the city. What happens is Larry Oates is really as important as John Dennis is in the city of West Lafayette. Chairs the redevelopment commission. They receive funds that are the difference between the original tax value of the property and what the property becomes once it's been improved. So there is a $20 million city budget, there's a $6 million wastewater budget, and a $10 million TIF budget. So that is an incredible amount of money to redirect into the city coffers. And that's a feature of local government, not only here but across the state. It's a way around the property tax. Lafayette, not so much of a problem because for industry, the property tax cap is 3%. Commercial is 2%. Here, most of the property is 1%, except for that 33 to 40% that pays no taxes at all. It's another challenge if you live in the city of West Lafayette and trying to pay bills in West Lafayette. We love the Unitarian Universalists. This doesn't pay any taxes, though, and on it goes. Purdue buildings, anything involved in education, anything that has a nonprofit. You could all go home now, but I'll take whatever questions you've managed to formulate within the last 15 minutes of my talking